Well, good morning. Today you will be doing an activity and career planner that I think can be kind of fun. Um, we're going to be doing the reality check, and this will help you understand how much it really costs to live. Uh, One of the things that high schoolers complain a lot is that people always ask them, "What do you want to do after you graduate?" And it's frustrating because sometimes you're not really sure, or you think you know, or maybe you do know, and that's really great. But if you don't know, you're definitely in the majority. But I think a better question is, what kind of lifestyle do you want to live? Do you want to live in a large house? Do you want to live in an apartment? Do you want to live in a city? Do you want to live where it's more rural? Um, those are important things because how much money you make depends or will definitely um, impact your lifestyle. Okay. So, like I said, today we're going to do the reality check. You will answer some questions about your preferences based on where you want to live, how much you want to spend on things like food and utility, how much education you're willing to invest in, etc. And then you will see careers that or areas of careers that might support that. Okay. So let's get started. All right, in your career planner, you need to log on in your Chromebook and you need to go to Clever and find Career Planner. And we're going to come down here to Reality Check on the left and open it up. And here's all the sections right below it. We're going to start with the introduction, which just gives a brief overview of the purpose of this and what you're going to be doing. You're going to be looking at location, expenses, education, and occupation, and you can navigate using these links or over here on the left. So let's start. So location, this is for Washington State only. Um, so all the cities are listed. If you are planning on moving out of state and you want to live, someplace like New York City, then choose someplace where it's um, similar. So if I want to live in New York City, I probably would choose like Seattle because that's going to give me the most accurate. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be closer than if you live in uh, Adna or something. All right, so we're going to leave it at Olympia. Next, expenses. This is the part where you have to do some estimating of how much it's going to cost you to live. They list all the expenses and the costs on the left, and as you navigate through each of these sections, there's going to be options for you. So by clicking on housing, it'll bring up the options for what type of house you want to live in or home. You would select what you want. I want to own my own house, so I'm going to click on that, and the cost here is then going to populate over here in the cost column. Utilities. This is where you're going to have to guesstimate. They did give you kind of an average here in parentheses, which you are more than welcome to use, or you can put in your own by just um, using the up and down arrows. What I did was upped. I so for electricity, we spend $200 a month in electricity because we heat with electricity. So by changing that to 200, it changes it over here, and it's doing a running total. Heating, we don't have any heating. We don't pay separate heat, so I would just move this to 0. And you just have to use the arrow. You can't type it in, and then it would be 0 over here. So then you would have to estimate. Some of you may not have a landline or a home phone, so you put this as 0. Cable, I spend a lot. I spend $110 on cable. I don't spend any 45. Um, so you know, make the choices based on what works for you. Then you'll go down and through food. You can choose if you're going to dine out all the time, eat at home, or combo. Transportation, clothes, health. So you're going to do all those things. It's going to total up your monthly expenses, how much you're going to need a month, taxes, and then your annual salary needed. Okay, so you can see it there. Next, we're going to move on to education. And this is based off what you're willing to invest in. So up to 3 months, up to a year, 2 to 3 years, 4 years, which this is your your 4-year degree. And then anything beyond that, it would be master's, or if you were going to be a lawyer or a doctor or um, uh, any of those um, post uh, baccalaureate jobs. So I'm willing to invest 5+ years, and then you're going to go to occupation. Here you're going to select your career cluster based on your preferences. Remember, career clusters are just a group of broad group of related careers. So you're going to click the heart. I clicked some. I had education, training, human service, information technology. So the results. So I said I wanted to live in Olympia. It would cost me $5,694 to live each month. I will need a total annual salary after taxes, so this is take home, of $68,327. How much time I'm willing to invest in my career cluster. Underneath this are careers that they're saying would be able to support this salary. Okay, and you can click on these for more information. And then if you wish to, you can go further and you can do a program search. And this will help you. If you're not interested in the programs that or the careers that they offered, then you can do some more searching on your own. Okay, you just would you can sort through it, scroll through it, or you can look for something specific. All right, well, I hope you have fun with this. You need to do this at least once. So I know some of you have done this before, so you can always do it again. Sometimes it's fun because our preferences change from year to year. But like I said, for the high school and beyond plan, you need to make sure that this is completed. So have fun with it and have a good rest of the day.